Inktober 2015 challenge. I'd like to thank Jake Parker for coming up with the idea back in 2009. I wanted to be a better artist. I'm more of a traditional artist than an illustrator, and I decided what I needed to do was to get better at my drawing. So I took the Inktober challenge. The challenge is to do one ink drawing every day for the month of October. So in my sketchbook here, now that it's over, I have 31 ink drawings that I have completed for this challenge. Now, I'm a traditional artist, and I'm more realistic, in my paintings, so I decided I would go that route. And I have scenes that I normally would create for paintings. I have a still life, and this is a little otter that I have a picture of from when I was out west. And here's the scene of a lighthouse. And then this is one of a tree. I was working on forms. I have not worked with pen and ink much, so this is more like an experimental adventure for me, as well as working on my drawing abilities. And then this is one of the characters I have a story in mind, and I'm creating characters for it. This is another one of the characters for the story. And then we have the flying dragon here. And here's the little girl in the story who befriends the dragons. And this is where she lives, and this is their cottage. And this is the little village that she lives in. And you'll see the castle in the background, and I've tried to create the scene. And then here's just a landscape from Arizona. It's a little stiff in drawing, but I was working on trying different techniques in this one. And then I went back to, this is the scene from the story of a boy leading his cow to market. And then we go to regular landscapes again. And wildlife. Here's a mountain lion that I drew. And this is a peregrine falcon. And we have a dragon here. And then one of my favorite characters, and I get asked, I do a drawing class at my local church here, and I get asked to draw the superheroes and stuff every once in a while. And this is my version of the Hulk. And then this is the Split Rock Lighthouse, my home state. It's up in northern Minnesota. And I get to draw that quite often and paint this. And I grew up, I'm 66 years old, and I grew up in the 60s when space was first being explored, and this is one of the astronauts doing a spacewalk. And here's a fantasy picture again of a dragons flying over the castle and the mountains in the background. And then here are some trees, working on landscapes again. And here's one of my characters from my story. It's another dragon. And this is a witch and her little cat in the background there. then we have a couple of elves. I was doing this one for the class at the church, and it was close to Halloween, and so I did elves and a pumpkin. And then here's the young girl as she got older, and this is her father. He was a hunter. And then here's a wizard. And then this one is just a dragon flying over the valley. This one I'm doing in color after I get done with the whole month. I'm going to go back and do some of these in color. And this is one that I'll do in color, and I'll show later how it looks. This is just another landscape here. And then we have my T-Rex. I do a lot of dinosaurs because when I'm creating fantasy creatures, I take bits and pieces of those to create. And then the last page, I did one for the kids in my class because they love little bunnies. And that's the end of the sketchbook. And that was the end of the October Fest, the Inktober challenge. And again, I'd like to thank Jake Parker for coming up with the idea. And as you can see, it has helped me quite a bit in my drawing with pen and ink. I think even my wife has noticed that my drawings have gotten better since I took this challenge. I haven't done, this is the first video I've done on Inktober because of my age. I have arthritis and sometimes my hands get really stiff, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to complete it. So I thought I'll wait till I'm done and then I will do the whole sketchbook. But of all of them, this is the one I like the best. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. This is the one I am most proud of. It took a little longer than the others, but it's the one I like the best. So, if you like what you see here and would like to see more of it, please leave comments below. If you'd like to see any of them in color, let me know in the comments below also. So that's it for this video, and thanks for stopping by.